have been under review. With the advice of the Vice President, who is Chairman of the National Space Council, we have examined where we are strong and where we are not, where we may succeed and where we may not. Now it is time to take longer strides, time for a great new American enterprise, time for this nation to take a clearly leading role in space achievement, which in many ways may hold the key to our future on Earth. I believe we possess all the resources and talents necessary, but the facts of the matter are that we have never made the national decisions or marshaled the national resources required for such leadership. We have never specified long-range goals on an urgent time schedule, or managed our resources and our time so as to ensure their fulfillment. Recognizing the head start obtained by the Soviets with their large rocket engines, which gives them many months of lead time, and recognizing the likelihood that they will exploit this lead for some time to come in still more impressive successes, we nevertheless are required to make new efforts on our own. For while we cannot guarantee that we shall one day be first, we can guarantee that any failure to make this effort will make us lost. We take an additional risk by making it in full view of the world. But as shown by the feat of astronaut Shepard, this very risk enhances our stature when we are successful. But this is not merely a race. Space is open to us now, and our eagerness to share its meaning is not governed by the efforts of others. We go into space because whatever mankind must undertake, free men must fully share. I therefore ask the Congress, above and beyond the increases I had earlier requested for space activities, to provide the funds which are needed to meet the following national goals. First, I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space, and none will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish. We propose to accelerate the development of the appropriate lunar spacecraft. We propose to develop alternate liquid and solid fuel boosters, much larger than any now being developed, until certain which is superior. We propose additional funds for other engine development and for unmanned exploration, explorations which are particularly important for one purpose which this nation will never overlook, the survival of the man who first makes this daring flight. But in a very real sense, it will not be one man going to the moon. We make this judgment affirmatively. It will be an entire nation, for all of us must work to put him there. Secondly, an additional $23 million, together with $7 million already available, will accelerate development of the rover nuclear rocket. This gives promise of someday providing a means for even more exciting and ambitious exploration of space, perhaps beyond the moon, perhaps to the very end of the solar system itself. Third, an additional $50 million will make the most of our present leadership by accelerating the use of space satellites for worldwide communication. Fourth, an additional $75 million, of which $53 million is for the Weather Bureau, will help give us at the earliest possible time a satellite system for worldwide weather observation. Let it be clear, and this is a judgment which the members of the Congress must finally make. Let it be clear that I am asking the Congress and the country to accept a firm commitment to a new course of action, a course which will last for many years and carry very heavy costs, $531 million in fiscal 62, and an estimated $7 to $9 billion additional over the next 5 years. If we are to go only halfway or reduce our sights in the face of difficulty, in my judgment, it would be better not to go at all. Now, this is a choice which this country must make, and I'm confident that under the leadership of the space committees of the Congress and the appropriating committees that you will consider the matter carefully. It is a most important decision that we make as a nation. But all of you have lived through the last 4 years and have seen the significance of space and the adventures in space. And no one can predict with certainty what the ultimate meaning will be of mastery of space. I believe we should go to the moon. But I think every citizen of this country, as well as the members of the Congress, should consider the matter carefully in making their judgment, to which we've given attention over many weeks and months, because it is a heavy burden, and there is no sense in agreeing or desiring that the United States take an affirmative position in outer space
for
unless we are prepared to do the work and bear the burdens to make it successful. If we are not, we should decide today and this year.
We're just a couple minutes into the planned suit donning time. I want to give you guys a go for all sections of 4.700 doing preparation. We are standing by to support suit don.
Where they're already thinly and spread. It means a degree of dedication, organization, and discipline.
Copy that.
We should not always characterize our research and development efforts.
Section
We
3
cannot afford undue work stopping,
of the
inflated costs of material or talent,
here in a few minutes.
wasteful
And
interagency
copy for
rivalry,
suit donning and just as a
or a
sense
high
for that,
turnover of
we are in
key
our
personnel.
procurements and our
New
orthostatic
objectives and new money cannot solve these problems.
voting protocol.
They could, in fact, aggravate them further.
Okay,
Every
SpaceX
time,
copies. We'll
every
listen up
engineer,
that inventory in a few
every
minutes. And you
serviceman,
got your
every
comfort garments,
technician,
orthostatic garments, and has
contractor,
started
and civil
fluid loading.
servant
Thank you for the update.
gives his personal pledge that this nation will move forward with the full speed of freedom in the exciting adventure of space. In conclusion, let me emphasize one point. It is not a pleasure for any president of the United States, as I'm sure it was not a pleasure for my president.
All right, so we just heard a call up to the crew as they're getting into some of their activities to get ready for this deorbit burn. So they're about to get suited up. We heard they're in their comfort garments, so those are essentially the black athletic clothes that they're going to wear as the base layer underneath their suits. They're also in what they called orthostatic garments. And those are essentially compression pants or compression shorts that they're wearing, and that helps to kind of squeeze, or that helps to kind of increase the blood flow as they're going to be going from all of the fluids that are being up around their head to be back in a gravity situation where your blood, everything kind of pools around your legs just due to the pull of gravity. These garments kind of squeeze the legs and force some of that blood back up, so it's not as kind of a jarring of a transition from the fluid shift happening. So they're doing that to prepare for their readaptation to gravity. Also doing fluid loading, which has been just shown to help with orthostatic intolerance. So essentially they won't feel as dizzy or disoriented once they get back down. It helps by actually increasing the amount of plasma in the blood even for once they re-enter gravity. So all that going on board right now on Dragon.
Yeah, so it's exciting to hear that they are beginning to enter the last phases that they as crew members need to complete prior to re-entry. We're about 2 hours and 20 minutes away from the next physical milestone in terms of the vehicle itself. We'll have what's known as claw separation, and that's where the mechanism that basically contains the umbilicals for power and telemetry and fluids between the trunk and the capsule, we will separate that in order to allow us to jettison the trunk. By doing so, the heat shield of the capsule will be exposed, and and allowing Dragon to be ready for re-entry. A couple minutes after we jettison the trunk away from the capsule, we will then maneuver the capsule into a position to allow for it to perform the deorbit burn. This will be the burn that places Dragon on its final trajectory. We are aiming for the Gulf of Mexico today, specifically off the coast of Pensacola, Florida, is our designated landing zone. After the deorbit burn completes, which we're expecting that to be about 11.5 minutes, we will then close the nose cone and lock it. And then a couple minutes after that completes, we'll begin to re-enter the Earth's atmosphere, and things will start to get pretty hot.
Where our efforts have been directed to maintaining that
everything's going to be standing by in the recovery zone once they're done with that deorbit burn, that re-entry through the Earth's atmosphere, and eventually landing on their parachutes. This is a live view from the Go Navigator, which is still making its way out to the recovery zone. It left port just a few hours ago, just about 2 hours and 10 minutes ago, making its way out from Pensacola to the anticipated splashdown zone. It's going to be on station about 3 nautical miles away from the anticipated splashdown site, at which point it'll take it just around 30 minutes to close in on the capsule following the splashdown. As we did discuss earlier, that was pretty much the only issue that had come up so far today, was with a backup generator on the Go Navigator. They were not able to get a replacement one on board in time, but all the flight rules still enable us to go through with this operation. Go Navigator with its primary generator still fully capable of effecting a recovery this morning.